I have not gotten a chance to talk about this yet. Queen Cleopatra, it's a Netflix series that just recently came out, and it is under fire. Usually when it's something that is a woke movie or television show, the wokies like to blame right-wing, MAGA America, white conservative people for the backlash that they tend to get. Oh, it's a bunch of white, Bible-thumping, gun-toting, beer-drinking, Bud Light-hating, inclusive hating son of a guns, right? Nope. The thing with this Queen Cleopatra is that Netflix and the people that made Queen Cleopatra have essentially pissed off Egypt itself, Egyptian culture, history, you name it. Something that has been around for eons. Ancient Egypt, they're basically rewriting the history, and Egypt feels like they're disrespecting it to the point where this backlash is fucking crazy to see. Now, taking a look quick at Metacritic, because I wanted to point out something that's really fucking strange. If you look at Metacritic right now, the Metascore is 45, and there is a user score of 0.1. I have not seen a user score that low on Metacritic on something that's this backlash. Usually if something's this backlash, that user score is filled with a lot of ratings. You can look right here. It's a 0.1 with only 34 ratings on it. Only 34 ratings on here, and there's only 5 critic reviews. So nobody is reviewing this, which is kind of strange to see. Does it mean that Metacritic is protecting review bombs? Are they preventing people from posting bad reviews? I have no clue. But I decided to don my comfy gray shirt and my pro-military appreciation hat for the Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, this Cleopatra show, it's causing quite a stir lately, and Netflix, I guess, is trying to pass it off as historically accurate. I don't know about that. To me, this just seems like it's a reimagined version of Cleopatra's story with a strong black female lead. And Jada Pinkett Smith is involved in this, and the director is also admitting that they wanted a strong black female. Yeah, this day and age, inclusivity, representation, fuck if it's accurate. It's only an issue if something is culturally accurate, if the wokies don't want a white person playing the role. If the wokies were like, oh, that character wasn't white, you better put the actual person. Like if it's, let's say it's a Chinese character. How dare you put a white male as the lead when that character's Chinese? They only like it that way. But if they want to change, if they want to race swap and make somebody blackwashed or whatever the fuck, it's perfectly fine. At this point, they can do what they want, right? Rules for thee, but not for me. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But on the plus side, the backlash with this Queen Cleopatra series has been completely massive. There's lawsuits being thrown out there. Like, I think Egypt is seriously thinking of throwing a lawsuit. I think they're going to be doing counter programming. There's been criticism from actual Egyptian scholars. Like, holy crap. And the Egyptian government has stepped up and said some things about this. Like, this is nuts. If there's one group of people that I know not to piss off now, it's Egypt. So if you go to the actual trailer itself on YouTube, it has been dislike bombed to oblivion. I think there's like over 400,000 dislikes on it and only like 30,000 likes, which is fucking nuts. Even the comments are turned off on the comment section of the trailer for it. Now, taking a look at some of these other reviews that we got going on, I guess let's go to Rotten Tomatoes and take a look. It's not pretty. I don't even know how to access it. It says there's 3 reviews on the tomato meter, which is strange. I don't want to log in. Let me see these fucking reviews. Okay, so right here, the only 3 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. James does a good job. Unfortunately, the rest of the cast play their parts. Like, there's something more akin to Caligula than a serious examination of Cleopatra's life. The script set up a thesis that she was an agent of her own destiny, not just swept along with it, and that she was accomplished, learned cunning in black, and never quite closes the deal. It's too soapy for serious history fans and not enough of a soap for viewers who like juicy historical dramas. That's the other thing I'm hearing. They're trying to make it a bit of a soap opera. So usually when people make series and stuff, I guess they embellish a little bit on certain things. But yeah, this is definitely not passing the litmus test when it comes to the general consensus of how it's going. I just pulled up the IMDb right now. You can see Netflix docudrama about Queen Cleopatra of Egypt. And there's 2 user reviews and 12 critic reviews right now on IMDb. So it's not getting reviewed. But at the same time, all the reviews that are coming through are bad. Let's look at the user reviews. I don't care what they tell you in school. This is misleading nonsense. Production values and costumes are nice, but that's all this theoretical documentary has to recommend it. So, there's an 8 out of 10. I wonder how I wonder how that works right there. Unless they accidentally, unless they were on drugs while they were watching it. But you could see the general consensus is that it's not being received very well. I think the main thing that people have an issue with is changing history. Because if you look at the reviews that we were able to see, because there wasn't many, for the most part they were pretty bad. And they said it was a little too soapy and stuff like that. It seems like this series can't be taken serious enough to the point where there's hardly any reviews out there on Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb. And again, like I said, it seems like it's being protected for a reason. We just recently saw with the Horizon Forbidden West DLC that Metacritic was going to crack down on review bombing. So who knows if they're doing it on this. The wokies got to protect their agendas. But I think on Metacritic, we've seen enough. It's at least, a weird haven of scum and villainy that'll do everything to protect what they want. I think, honestly, the backlash is that people have an issue, again, like I said, with changing history, pretending that things like this are accurate when scholars say the opposite. I think they even did, Hamilton, the same way as well. But I don't recall Hamilton having that much of a backlash, or maybe I just ignored it. I think it is kind of sad and pathetic that review websites go out of their way to avoid negative reviews. I feel that's lying to the consumers, to the people that go out there and watch. I think if you put out something that is bad and has a backlash, you need to deal with the consequences. And something's up with this Netflix series. We're going to keep a close eye on it. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts.